Hello, lovely people. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira, Island Socialist on Instagram, and my blog is islandsocialist.com. In today's video, I am going to show you all of the goodies I picked up on my trip to the lovely Panama City, Panama. So, finding fabric stores in Panama City was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. One of my lovely subscribers told me exactly where to go, but I didn't get to go there until the very end of the trip. The first fabric store I popped into was actually while we were visiting Old Panama, other known as Casco Viejo. So while we were in Casco Viejo, I was wearing my lovely Style Act Astoria knit dress, by the way. We were doing some exploring, looking at the old buildings and architecture. Actually, we were following, what is the name of that app? It's called Live Walk PTY, Live Walk Panama City. And it's an app that has a layout of Panama City. It tells you where to go, and you can actually stop on location and listen to the history of that particular location. So we were doing that. Then it was so hot and so humid that we had to stop and sit down and have a drink and have a snack and like regroup. So while we were at this little shop, we were allowed to use the Wi-Fi. So I was on maps just looking, checking to see if perhaps there were any fabric stores around. And of course, on maps, they made it look like it was so close and so easy to find. We totally got lost. So we ended up on this very busy street, just like ram-packed with stores. A lot of them were Chinese stores. And I felt like if every store was selling the exact same stuff, a lot of it was like party stuff. So you'd pass a store that would sell a lot of balloons and like featherboard. It's like every single store on that street had the exact same items. I don't know how you would choose which one to go in. Like, how are they competitive with their pricing, I wonder. Anyway, I am rambling. The point is that after walking up and down forever and ever and ever and trying to stop along the way to try to pick up Wi-Fi so that maps could work properly and all that good stuff, I finally found a fabric store. At this point, I was super tired, still thirsty because we actually forgot a bottle of water somewhere along the way when we stopped to do something or the other, probably getting lost. Honestly, we didn't really want to stick around here too long because we were actually like the only tourists in this street. So it was feeling a little bit awkward. Try to get out as quickly as possible. The fact that nobody in that store spoke English made it even easier to get out as quickly as possible. One of the things that I must say I was completely surprised at is the fact that the entire store was like quilting cotton. There were a ton of notions. The haberdashery section was huge and spanned like a mile. But in terms of fabric, it was 90% quilting cotton, and then everything else was like spandex, like the shiny spandex. So anyway, in that store, since it didn't have knit fabrics, and that's the main thing that I was looking for on my trip to Panama, I purchased a bunch of notions. I was absolutely blown away by the pricing. For the bias binding, I paid 25 cents a yard, which is unheard of because here in Barbados, I pay $5 for one of those rights packs, and that only has in 3 yards. So yeah. So I have my little baggie here with all of my goodies. I'm going to take them out so that I will not be rustling a bag. Okay, so the first thing I picked up in that store was bias binding. Like I said before, communication was kind of difficult because nobody was speaking English, so I had to try to remember my Spanish colors.
Amarillo, rosa, blanco, negro.
Also, we were really tired and really did not want to stay in that store too long, so I only picked up 4 colors. Picked up hot pink, black of course, yellow, and white. These 3, I think I got 10 yards, and then the white, I got 20 yards. I thought I got 20 yards of the black, but now looking at it, I think I only got 20 of the white. Either way, these are going to come in super handy and will last me a very long time. It's regular cotton, 1/2 inch single fold bias binding. The next things I picked up were actually some trims, and they are pom-pom trims, and I never see them here. So, and these were also reasonably cheap. I think they were 99 cents a yard or something like that. So I picked up this lovely yellow. I picked up white, and I picked up black. The black one is a little bit different. The black one has the pom-poms hanging. So I figured these would come in handy at some point on some sort of garments. Have no idea what yet. It could be at the bottom of a dress, the sleeves. It could be on like a kimono type cardigan. Who knows? The point is I have them in my stash now. And the last thing I picked up in that store was a charcoal pen, because I've been looking for one of these for ages. Never managed to find one here. So then I would have had to order it online on Amazon. But I figured it was right there in the store, so I picked one up. They had the refills as well, but the refills were rather expensive. So I just picked up this because I've heard a lot of people say that this lasts forever. And looking at the amount of chalk that's in here, I think this is going to last a really long time, because I would probably use this more so for like darker fabrics like black that my friction pens wouldn't show up on. So yeah. So as I mentioned before, one of my lovely subscribers told me about a fabric store in Los Pueblos. Now Los Pueblos is like an outdoor shopping mall. So there are tons and tons and tons of stores. You walk around outside, and then obviously you would go into a building to then go into the store. So Los Pueblos is absolutely huge. On the day that we went here, we didn't really have much time. So I really went there with the intention of looking for a fabric store. We didn't bother to go in much of the other stores. I only went in one other store, and that was because I saw sewing machines in the window. But when I went in, to my surprise, they only had the same sewing machines that we already have here, with 2 exceptions. One of them I've never heard about, and I didn't have time to research it. I didn't find the price to be that good anyway, because I could tell that it was a pretty basic machine. And then the other one, which we don't have here, but I've seen it like all over social media, is that gray Singer heavy duty one. But again, the price was not worth it for me. It was basically the same as Amazon pricing. And in order for me to bring back a machine, it really had to be worth it price-wise, because then I would have to figure out how I'm bringing it back and all that drama. I'm straying. Right. So at Los Pueblos, I found 2 fabric stores. Honestly, I have no idea what the names were. I can't remember. All I could remember is that my subscriber told me to look for Los Atrevidos, which I found nothing by that name. I asked people around, and people looked at me like if I was talking Dutch. So this one that I shopped in, I'm completely going to butcher this because I honestly can't remember. It was something like Los Todas or something like that. Anyway, so in this store, again, it was majority quilting cotton, but I did manage to find some gems that were not quilting cotton. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. And I made sure to pick up things that I wouldn't usually find here. I was absolutely mind blown at the prices in this store. The most expensive fabric I bought was like $4.99 US a yard. Coming to the rescue. The name of the store is Los Tejidos, not Los Todos. Los Tejidos. I'll put the name on the screen just in case one of you end up roaming Los Pueblos in Panama. This is the store where I bought my fabrics from. Right, so as I was saying, the most expensive fabric I bought was $4.99 US a yard, and everything else was $2.99 or $1.99. Mind blown. I don't know anything about these kind of prices. Like, this is completely foreign to me, and I just wanted to buy the whole store, but obviously I had to think of suitcase space. So I tried to behave myself, and this is my little stash here. Thumbnail. Okay, so as you all know, I went looking specifically for knit fabrics. That was an ultimate fail. However, I fell in love with this beauty here. Absolutely love this fabric. It is some sort of double brushed poly is what I'm guessing it is. That's what it feels like to me. And I already have my plan for this. This is going to be another Style Arc Astoria knit dress. Okay. Okay. As you can see, it has chains and a mix of animal prints. I'm trying to remember which brand does this sort of print. I think it's Versace. I've been seeing prints like this all over, even in my fabric store. But it's on a type of jersey that honestly I would never use. It's that slinky stuff. And I am not into this slinky stuff. I love how this feels. This feels very similar to the tie-dye fabric that I use for my Astoria. So I think it's going to be great. I got 2 yards of this. And this was $2.99 a yard. Unbelievable. The next things I picked up were actually linens. And I'm not sure if I picked these up for myself or for my mommy. But either way, these are the 2 that I picked up. So one is pink, turquoise, mustard, and black. A little bit of white. And the other one is navy, lime green, red, yellow, and a little bit of white. These feel like really good quality linens. I think these were the ones that were $4.99 a yard. And I got 2 yards of each. I know my mother is going to watch this video. So can you please let me know which one of these you prefer? So that if I end up using one for myself, I know which one to use and which one to save for you. There's this one. And this one. I think I know you well enough, so I think you're going to pick this one. We'll see if I'm right. Those are my 2 new linens, and linen hair is very, very expensive. It's about 24 Bajan dollars, which is 12 US, and these were 5 US a yard. So, score. The only fabric I picked up that is something that I can get here is this. And I'm not sure why I picked this up. It feels, I thought it was 100% cotton, but now I'm feeling it and looking at it. It feels a bit, I don't know. It feels slightly polyester. It feels a lot like sheeting. I think it's sheeting material. But up close, I don't know how well you can see, but up close there is some blue, some navy blue running through this animal print. And this animal print looks like a mixture of tiger, zebra, I don't know what it is, but I have 2 yards of this as well. I really didn't know how to leave this. It was $2.99. I mean, even if it's just for muslins, it's going to get used for something. And now for my favorite of the lot. Well, apart from the double brushed polyester thing. So this was a remnant. This was only 1 yard, and it does have some slight damages. Don't know if you'll be able to pick it up on camera. And because of the damage and the fact that it's only 1 yard, I'm not sure what I'm going to get out of this. It may just be a panel on something or sleeves on something. But either way, it was like $2.99 or $3.99. And we definitely don't have anything remotely like this here. It is like a pleated velvet, like a micro pleated velvet. And it is slightly stretchy. And it's in this lovely pink color. And I'm not usually like a pink person, but somehow I fell in love with this color. I don't know. There were other options, by the way. And I ended up picking up this 1 yard remnant just because I like the color. Then I picked up 3 yards, I think, of it's in the gray. There was a full bolt of this color there, and I just absolutely love this. It's like a very silvery gray. So it's like a metallic looking pleated velvet. I have no idea what I'm going to make with this or when I'm ever going to get around to using this fabric. But I absolutely love it. So this is my favorite, apart from the animal print with the chains. So yes, that is all I managed to pick up on my Panama trip. I personally would say it's a pretty decent haul. I mean, I didn't have much space to bring back anything else anyway, so I'm happy with the stuff that I got. Even just finding the bias binding, I was really happy to find the bias binding, and I could have bought a lot more bias binding. Like, they had bias binding in every single color and different shades of every single color, and they also had satin bias binding. But I usually use the cotton, so that is what I went for. And there were a ton more trims. Like, I wanted to go crazy in the trim aisle, but time and space. Did see a lot of other fabric stores on the map that I didn't have the chance to explore, that was supposedly close to where we were staying. So yeah, next time I still have a lot of exploration to do. See if I can find some more fabric stores, because those prices. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Comment below and let me know which piece is your favorite, and if you have ideas for any of these fabrics, feel free to let me know. Also, I have just started a Ko-fi account, so if you feel like you want to support the channel, you find value in what I do, if you like what you see here, you can buy me a coffee, and that would help me to keep doing amazing hauls like this. So that is it. I am out, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!